quick before my camera dies. So my little sister is a big fan of the Ruby Red series. It's a German book. They turned it into movies. This is the second movie. In this movie, they go to a ball. I mean, the whole series, they usually go to like the 1700s. So they go to a ball, epic 1700s fashion. And my little sister really wanted to do that outfit. She did Gwendolyn, the girl, and I agreed to be Gideon, the guy. There we go. This is the making of that cosplay. So, first thing I did was I bought a waistcoat and some pants from cheap Chinese website. The waistcoat didn't fit super well from what I remember when I tried it on, so I did some adjustments. I made the back a bit smaller, adjustments on the front as well to make it look less girly, more manly. I also adjusted the bottom so that it was, because it had like 2 points, and I made it so that it was more straight. Then I decorated it with some silver trim. I think it's some leftovers from the Rico dress. I used that. It goes all around at the bottom, then it like zigzags, and at first I wanted to zigzag, goes around the button, then it goes out, then it goes back in to go around the button, but that was way too small. The ribbon did not like bending like that, so I made it go so it goes around every other button, and then it goes back all around the neckline and then back down like that. Also put some on the pocket, kind of accentuate them. I don't think the pockets are really usable, I don't remember. And then I painted the buttons silver. Next up, the paints. They were just long paints.
Latino actress. I'm like, it's supposed to be Latino? I mean, I guess.
Then I cut off the bottom, used the excess material I had to make a cuff at the end.
I'm holding the light towards you.
And there we go. Then the like sash thing, this that scarf sash thingy. I took some leftover lace that I had, finished the edges with some white ribbon that I think were also leftovers that I had. And then what I did also is I cut up some smaller pieces of the lace, finished the edge again, and then sewed them. So it looks like you have 2 layers when actually it's just 1 layer. I also made some hair accessories with some ribbons. I just made a bow, attached that to a hair tie. And then for the hair clips thingy, I don't really know what they are. I just sewed like 2 pieces of black ribbon and then one sewed one in the middle, and I did that 4 times. And then I attached them in like a V pattern, and then I sewed a hair clip to them. I think it fell off. Oh no, the ribbons fell off of the hair clip. I didn't sew the hair clip on. I think I glued it on and it didn't stay. Then the most difficult part, I would say, the jacket. I bought a pattern specifically to make it like 18th century men's jacket. Start with the lining, which was just black, simple black lining. Cut out all the pieces, sew them together according to the pattern. That went pretty easily. Then for the exterior, I used some silver fabric. His is silver with like black decoration on it, embroidery I think. I couldn't find such a fabric, so I thought I'm gonna have to do this myself. So I bought just plain silver fabric, but I could only find one that has this like crumpled up texture. I couldn't find just simple regular fabric that was silver in color. Cut out all of my pieces, put them together. The front panels needed some reinforcement with canvas, which I had never done before, so that was a first. And then I went all around the edge of the front of really thin black ribbon, sewed that on. Also sewed like the sleeves, and then they have quite big cuffs. And for those I just used the lining, because the lining was black. I just folded it over to the right side, but it gives the same effect. But it has faux pockets also. The pockets still don't exist, and I did the same trick I did with the sleeve cuff, so that black edge is the lining. But yeah, so at first I thought I'm gonna embroider a bunch of patches and, you know, give it the same vibe, but that took way too long and it was very painful also to my neck. To remedy this, I went online and bought a bunch of like patches, like flowers and some butterflies and hearts, and just arranged those across the jacket together with the that I had already made. Well, there's some birds on there as well. Yeah, and then I arranged them and sewed all of them on it, even though they were all adhesive. That was kind of a pain. Honestly, finding a fabric that already had a pattern on it would have been so much easier, but it did not exist. So yeah, so the ones I embroidered myself, they do have more the vibe of the kind of designs he had on his jacket. The others were just stuff that like worked. So yeah, then I attached the lining to the exterior, you know, the silver one. Then for the sleeves, they have some like lace that sticks out, and for that I don't remember which lace I used. I think it's some leftover my little sister had from something. Yeah, I just made like a strip, gathered it, sewed it into the sleeve, and that was it. Any other pieces to this cosplay need to be noted. The socks are just socks I have lying around. Same thing with the undershirt. The shoes, however, I bought shoes, some 18th century man shoes, and the first time I wore this outfit, I think was at a con. Yes, it was at a con, and the shoes, the back of it hurt like my feet. It was bleeding. That was fun. I still have scars from that at the back of my feet. You can still kind of see where that injury was. That's how bad it was. And then the second time I wore it was for a photo shoot, and it was really cold, and this jacket offers no heat whatsoever. My little sister did not record making her outfit. I just have some shots of when we did the photo shoot. But yeah, if you want like an explanation of how she made it, I can always have her explain it if you're interested. And maybe we can show like the cosplay up close. I don't know if this is relevant or anything, but lately people who like find me on Instagram, it's always through the pictures of this cosplay. And I'm like, how? Nobody knows this series. I've heard of this series on the internet twice. So yeah, there we go. That's the end of that. There we go.